Welcome back. This is... Sorry, I had to check to make sure my microphone was on. This is Empyrean Galactic Survival Let's Play. In the previous episode, we had just come crashing down on this planet. Found this wreckage really rather reasonably soon. And gathered some resources, you know, in between. After that episode, I went and mined out the copper, iron, and silicone deposits that were surrounding this wreckage. Have not done any exploring yet, but what I have done is built all the items I would need for a starter hover vessel. So that is the plan for this episode. So I've put an extra little base block down here and here, so probably should have put another one here so I could just walk around, but you know, I think we're just gonna drone it. So what we are going to do is take our starter block. Should probably get my person lined up a little more square to it. No. Well, I find movements in this game are very, very difficult to do. So we like the way that looks right there. And let us make space for some other items. I have made myself a pocket detector, a few extra meds, got some biofuel still going. That's pretty much a non-stop thing now. Let's see, we've got blocks, cockpit, generator, and fuel tanks, I think, pretty much in that order. My hover vessels, what I look for in a hover vessel is stability. That is really it. Anything else, I can manage. But if you don't have stability, it makes anything you do difficult to manage. Hopefully, we don't end up falling off this block. Oh, no. Control. Like that. Across there. Control down one. Okay, so now we'll go for the cockpit. The cockpits are a few choices here. Right click to open up this menu. Oh boy, you know what? I'm gonna have to get out of here. Put my little buddy, or you know what? Maybe I'll just go stand on my buddy heaters right here. Now, can we get back to looking directly north? And we'll just do our work from here. So, let's see, what kind of cockpit? Stability comes from being low and wide. Short, you know, squat, and wide. So these all have dimensions on them. This one's 3x3x5. Same, same, same. This one's 3x2x4. So it's lower and shorter. Oh yeah, look how much smaller that is. What I don't like though is all that framing in the glass. This just doesn't seem right for, you know, a hover vessel cockpit. Or does it? No. Nope. Cockpit 7's 3x2x6. So it's longer while maintaining its shortness. again, it's got window framing. It looks good. I mean, I don't mind the looks of it. But let's see what else we got. I'm not interested in an open cockpit hover vessel. This one's 3x3x5. This one's 3x2x4, which is really the one I'm probably going to use, honestly. However, this is the one I usually use. But I want to keep my, well, you know, on this one, I'm going to have a pickup bed of sorts with all the devices in it behind the cockpit. So probably some height probably wouldn't be too bad. And this one does not have any of the window framing issues at all. So let's just get her attached. Okay, so now next we can do generator there. Let's do a fuel tank on each side. I know that may not be the smartest thing to do, but we're doing it anyway. We'll cap over the top of those. Oops, didn't probably mean to put that one there just yet, but it's there now. We need some RCSs. And these are the small hover engines. As of, let's go into here, as of right now, hover vessel. We cannot unlock the larger ones, the 2x2s, until level 8. So we're going to have to make do with these 1x1s for a while. So let's get another row. Do we want another row across here yet? Let's not commit to that just yet. For RCSs. Three more, huh? Where do we want to put those? I guess we're going to just put them across the bottom. I don't have a multi-tool, so wherever we put things, that's where they're going to be. Let me think. I'm trying to plan for the future a little bit. Of course, in the future we will have a multi-tool, so it won't be as much of an issue, will it? Still, stability comes from width, so let's just run this out. Another row on each side. Now that feels a little short. Oof, man, I am going to risk making one more of the base building blocks. We'll do it out of plastic because it doesn't use up iron. This planet has, you know, limited resources. And no sense in using up the ones that are limited if we don't have to. What I will do is just place that right under there like that. Let us, were we going, I think, a little bit longer in the back, huh? Question is, how much longer? Until it looks right. I mean, a lot of that's just going to be, you know, empty space. But, again, let's go hit F3. I have 11 points left to spend, but, you know, I did level up to level 4 in between videos, but there's really, you know, all the things that we could buy, we cannot make with the portable constructor. that we haven't bought already. And it's just me playing the game, so there's no point in putting in passenger seats. It's just a waste of materials. So mobile constructor is really what I'm wanting next. Level 5, you know, quite a few things happen. We get an armor locker, a minigun turret, which, you know, we can't build that till we have a large constructor available to us. But we do get medium thrusters that we have to have the HV constructor at least to construct. Same goes for the Gatling gun, which, you know, we could unlock it now. I guess we just will, why not? What else? In the mobile constructor. So the mobile constructor, armor locker, medium thrusters, you know, those are things that we're looking forward to most. We could do a fridge as well. When we hit level 5, which is the next level, and we are currently about, it looks like 60-65% on the way there. Let us, I'm feeling pretty confident that this is more than wide enough now, so let's put our hover engines on the corners. The question is, are we long enough? That does feel like it's long enough to me. Like I said, by the time we do get to excuse me, you know, at a later date we will have, oh, you know what I didn't make yet was headlights, huh? At a later date we will have devices. Need 2 headlights, please. Docking pads not necessary at the moment. Okay, so while those are crafting, we can get back to work. Time being. And of course, you know, now I've forgotten what I was going to say. Let's... Is that facing the right way? Yeah, I always have to turn around to see that wire mesh, chicken wire looking bits to make sure I got it the right way, just because, I don't know. I don't know. Just because, I guess. I think it's just more about feeling comfortable with not having a multi-tool yet and not wanting to waste it, not being able to pick it back up just yet. Okay, so we've got 2 braking, 2 strafing right and left. Do we want one on the corner yet? Right there? No, let's go right there. So then we can do that. Fill in the corners first. No! Headlights were going to go there, weren't they? See? I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, headlights I guess we'll put on top now. Let's go get those headlights. 17 more blocks. I'm probably gonna need more. Let's just get those going right now. Question is how much more? Let's say at least 20. Don't know that it matters at this point so much. Lining up exactly. Just do it like this. Pull them over. And give us a little angle shape. Is that reasonable? Sure, why not? Yeah, we're gonna need a whole lot more than 20. Because now we are already out. well, let's queue up. Well, let's actually see. Let's just get out here and see if we can get a count. You know, some kind of an estimate. We got, oops, slow down. 2 here. Need to come up 2 more. Like so. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide times 7 is 35. We're looking at 35, 45, 50. Wait a minute, where I lost count. Let's call it 60. We have 18 on us. Round that to 20, so let's go there. It's all just guesstimations. I mean, whatever we don't use now will get used up. I mean, I haven't even counted anything for the front here yet. Not worried about filling in middle, because it's really not necessary. There will be components going in there later. And we're up. Can't even get into the constructors with the drone, huh? That's lame. Oh boy. Well, folks, you know, this looks like it's going to take a while. So what I will do is just take a cut here and bring it back when I get the thing built, and we'll go for a test drive, okay? We'll see you then. You guys are making too much noise out here. Hey, don't talk back. Be the hero? Some hero. Welcome back. You didn't see that. It was taking care of some unruly neighbors. We got some meat out of the deal though. Let's make a couple of steaks. Thank you. Looks like some of our previous foods have been spoiling away in there. There's nothing we can do about that. But I've just finished the hover vessel. I have not, well, when I say finish, you know, that's extremely loose term. Let's go into here. We'll auto group everything. And what I like to do is shut off everything that is not required to operate a fridge with a flip of one switch. Oops. 1A is fine, thank you. Turn all that off, except for the items that are already here. So there's no point in putting the lights under the auxiliary switch because it's already here, and you can use a keyboard shortcut for that, the T button. Same goes for oxygen. So, core is required to run a fridge, so is the generator. Hover engines are not. And neither are the RCSs. Spotlights will be with the T button, and neither are the thrusters. All of these things consume so much fuel. If you just happen to stop for, you know, short time, say go, you know, loot a downed a crash capital vessel or something, then You don't need to turn it off all the way because you got food in the fridge. This is how you do it. So now that will do that. Of course, excuse me, we need to put fuel in it, don't we? 100 gives us 83%. Now we can, as long as that's on, we can hit the Y button for our main power. Space bar to elevate. Let's get off of the building here. There's another advantage too, I'll show you right quick. If you hit the Y button to just kill power, and when you jump back in, you hit the Y button again, it resets your hover height back down to 0.8 of a meter. So let's get that back up to 3 meters, which is the current maximum. So by using this, you can hear the generator still running. We can get out, go do whatever it is we're going to do. Nope, can't pick that because we already did. But when we come back and we jump back in, hit the P button, hit the auxiliary button, and we are back to 3 meters. So it remembers whatever height you were at. We don't have food in the fridge yet. So let's just show you this monstrosity I built. I build boxes, and that's kind of the extent of my building skills at the moment. Oh, let's just jump right over it, shall we? Apparently we're too close to it. What I did, however, do was try to plan ahead, though. I left these gaps in the blocks here so I can stick a constructor in there and access it in case we get to that point before we have a multi-tool. Because if you look, we're not that far off. We need, what's that, 400 minus 350 points to hit level 5, and that's when all the good stuff comes. So let us see. I mean, I could pick plants for 350 points, you know, but where's the fun in that? Let's go do a little bit of exploring. I guess let's go south. Change the view. I want to back here a little bit, page up. Okay, let's go south and see if we can find anything. I have my pocket detector on, or in my pocket. So we are looking for any kind of red indications around the compass up in the top right corner. That will indicate to us that there are points of interest of some sort, be it a resource or a building that we have yet undiscovered. Spiders. I saw spiders. We could probably just kill some spiders for points, couldn't we? Let's get some lights on. Is that both headlights? I guess it is. Since nothing is showing up just yet on the compass, and we're just about out of time, let's go do some spider hunting. Where they were, not you. They were around here somewhere, weren't they? Thought I saw them come up. There they are, coming up the hill. 318 points for the one spider. Oh, did we need... Oh, hey, no, you stay back. No touching. There's a level 5. Okay, our count is way off, and I'm sure you all probably saw it. Alright, so that is our levels. Don't even look at me funny. So now, what we'll do is just head back to base. Base. camp. We're gonna call that camp because it is nowhere near a base. Camp does seem more appropriate to me. Head back there, spend our research points, and then call it an episode. I think the next episode we will definitely be doing some exploring. What I want to find is the Talon Guardian village as soon as possible. I mean, the sooner you find that, the more valuable the loot in it is. But I mean, if you're playing for, you know, if you're in the game already, oh, I don't know, 2 weeks game time, then you know that stuff that you find in the Talon village is not all that great. The resources are fine, but tools and stuff, by then the tools and weapons that you find in there, usually by then you already have better than that. So let's eat a steak. We're going to, oh, that was the wrong button. Let's try F3, shall we? 31 points available to us. First things first, we want the constructor. We want how are we on weapons? Ooh, once we have the constructor, we can build this now, so we want that. And we have 22 points. Armor locker. Yep, we got about a 2 station to get to the armor locker apparently. Minigun. Buy it, but we cannot build it without a large constructor. So let's just see if we can find anything better just yet. I don't want to have to build a multi-tool yet because they're a dime a dozen in almost every decent sized neutral POI. I would rather spend the points on things that, well, that'll get me into neutral POIs. So we'll just do it like that. 3 points left. Not going to be a whole lot we can do with 3 points. Ventilator, not needed on this planet. Let's look at base items. 4 points, 4 points. Grow food processor, that's 3 points. Again, large constructor though. Huh, alright. Well, folks, this is where I'm going to call it an episode. In between videos, I'm going to... Oh, sounds like night just fell. I'm going to get a constructor started. And an armor locker. And did I buy the armor? Where is it? It's right here, right? Yeah. Armor. And it looks like we're going to end this episode with standing on our buddy heater. Anyway, folks, something's blocking my jump capability here, and I don't know what because there's nothing above me. Anyway, folks, thanks for coming. Hope to see you again on the next one. You all have a good night.